Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to talk about traumas and their consequences. I know this is a sensitive topic, but let's get started and get into the consequence of it and how this can affect your usual life. So, I'm going to tell my experience, my recent experience about something that happened and I noticed that kind of become a trauma. So, recently my mom and I went through a car accident. We were driving back home when suddenly the car in the front of us stopped. We managed to stop it, but then another car hit us from behind. So at the first moment, the impact was very strong. We really feel we go into the front to the car, but fortunately we are wearing the seat belts and didn't happen nothing to us. But really was something that scared us, and mainly my mom. And the crash scares her in a level that she screamed. So after the crash, the driver who hit us told us to pull over, and we did. Since the start, we noticed that he was really nervous. He didn't want it to do that. Like who wants to hit in the other car, you know? So he was very nervous and kept apologizing us. And he said that his brakes failed and repeated and saying that he was sorry and those things. And we got out of the car to check the damage, but surprisingly, it looked like nothing had happened to our car. It was literally normal. It looked like we didn't even had a crash over there. So the car was really in a perfect condition. In the other side, his car um, make a little of damage in the front. But after talking to the other driver and seeing that has no damage, we decide to kind of forget about it and we accept their apologize because accidents happens. So we decide to drive home normally as the usual. And for me, life went on usual after the accident. But then I started noticing some things. Mainly when I drive my car with my mom. I don't drive my mom, of course, but when I am with her, and every time we stop the car in the traffic, I kind of feel some apprehension. I feel nervous. I look back to see if someone is going to hit us. I feel that strange feeling that something is going to happen. I felt like someone was going to hit us again. So in those situations, I am getting nervous and apprehensive, and it happened every time we stopped it. I had to look back to see if anyone would hit us, and I felt that need about looking back. And this don't happen only to me; it happened to my mom also. She told me she was feeling the same way. So for me, that reflects how kind of a trauma situation, some scary situation that happens, that crashing, that situation of kind of it is a scary, something that happens when you isn't expecting it. So this really makes us develop some trauma, some fear of what could happen. So, and this made me reflect because I never had any trauma like that. I already was involved in some car accident that was more serious than that, but I was just a kid, so I, at least me, I didn't feel traumatized after that because I didn't get hurt, and when get hurt was just also some scare, but I didn't feel that feeling. So this made me think about how easily people can become traumatized after serious accident, not only car accident, like accident of you being robbed, about someone that you like being killed in, I don't know, in the front of you, or someone dying in the front of you. So also those life or death situations that same if you stay alive, you're going to be affected by it by some other way. So even when no one gets hurt, so kind of you develop that fear that is stay in your mind. And in my case, it was literally a normal car accident. No one gets injured, but the feeling remained. Of course, then now I isn't feeling more, but the next days that we drove the car, I keep feeling that. So it made me realize how hard it must be for people who go through much worse situations and have to live with that fear the rest of their lives. So this really makes me reflect about it. Anyway, guys, that's the today reflection. I hope you enjoy it. That video talking about traumas and their consequence. That's it. See you. Take care. Bye bye.